Hey, this is Dani Johnson from DaniJohnson.com. And yes, I'm outside again and in the garden, and there's something that I got to tell you. Remember yesterday I had sent you that video about your goals and about how when you neglect them or when you don't feed them, that they can die. Well, there's another thing, an inhibitor to your goals as well. In this case, in my garden, it was deer. Yes, some deer got into our garden while we were gone in Washington, D.C. And those deer decided to get through our fence because the fence was cracked open. They got through the fence and they decided to go to town on our green beans as well as some of our pickles. I want you to look at what happens when something comes after your goals to try to stop them from happening. Look, hopefully you can get a good picture of this. But right down here we can see that, yeah, we have deer that ate the pickles. Not the actual pickles, but the actual vines. And you can see that the leaves are all missing from that area. Okay, well listen. The reality is that there are inhibitors to your goals. There really is. There's real life inhibitors. And some of those inhibitors could be negative people. Yeah. Negative people. But I gotta tell you something. Negative people are people who, and critical people and judgmental people, are people who have no goals and no dreams themselves. You literally need to feel sorry for these people because the truth is that out of the mouth, the heart speaks. So when somebody is inherently critical and judgmental and condemning of someone else's dreams or goals or aspirations or something that they want to do, it just shows you who they really are, or actually rather, who they really aren't. I used to be one of those very negative, very cynical, very judgmental people. And I'm so glad that I took the steps that were necessary for me to no longer be that negative, to be that cynical, to be that person that nobody wanted to be around. Well, the deer came in and ate our squash as well as our green beans. But I gotta tell you, there's good news. Whenever you encounter an inhibitor to your goals, something that seems to take them away or something that seems to, I don't know, stop the growth, well, in this case, the deer actually did us a favor. Because now what we have is we have some pruned green beans and we have some pruned cucumbers. What does that mean? Well, anytime you prune anything, you're going to get much more growth. Did you hear me? Whenever something is pruned, you get much more growth. I've already seen it with our green beans, which are right over here. Check this out. The green beans were attacked just like the cucumbers. Well, these were bare just a few days ago. They were bare. Now look at all the new leaves that have come on. See, you can kind of see still some of the raw edges that were bitten or eaten by those deer. But now what we have is they are growing again. And they're flourishing again. And I even found right down here one little green bean. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm hoping you can. There's a green bean. So, hear me, friend. Hear me. This is the absolute, and I mean absolute, truth. Even if it seems that some of your goals, that you feel like you've been digressing, even if it feels like you've taken major steps backwards, this is part of the pruning process. And what follows the pruning process is much more growth. So don't get distracted with those negative people. Don't get discouraged if those deer have come in and eaten some of your vines. The truth is, keep pressing, keep moving forward. It's kind of like this. I don't know if you heard about the Washington Post had reported that Americans have suffered a 40% decrease in their wealth. 40% decrease in wealth over the last 3 years. Isn't that crazy? Well, to me, that brings good news. And here's why. Because it's time for you to learn what you can do to not only recover the 40% that maybe you've lost, but how can you get it to grow even farther, even greater than that? You know, we also had seen a recent report saying that 3 out of 10 teenagers are not being able to find summer jobs this year. The job market is that competitive. Listen to me. What that does is it creates another opportunity. I'm excited because this Sunday night, we're going to talk about those two very things. Were you one of those that maybe you've digressed financially? Maybe you've lost a lot like the rest of the American people that are out there in the last 3 years as the economy has tanked? Listen, there is opportunity for you, and there is awesome learning experiences that you can learn. And you're not going to learn it from your neighbor. You're not going to learn it from those judgmental, cynical people. You're not going to learn it from someone who has no dreams and goals. You're going to learn it from somebody who has not decreased by 40%. You're going to learn it from somebody who has picked herself up out of being a homeless woman and managed to go out and make millions of dollars in multiple different businesses. Cattle business, oil business, real estate business, internet businesses, all different types of businesses. I'm going to show you step by step how you can succeed. If you've been one of those, well, if the deer came in and ate your vines, it's okay. There is a solution. There is an answer. Join me this Sunday night. I can't wait to talk to you. You and I are going to have a live discussion on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right on the radio. We're broadcasting live out of New York, 9:70 a.m. And if you are in San Diego, we're on 12:10 a.m. out of San Diego, New Jersey, 9:70 a.m., as well as all over New York City, as well as other places. If you are in a country or a place where you cannot reach our show, it's okay. Go to DaniJohnson.com, D-A-N-I Johnson.com. You can catch that radio show streaming live on the website. Just click the radio tab. So again, if somehow you've had something come in and kind of snatch away or eat away your goals, it's okay. Or your dreams, it's okay. It just means some pruning just happened. And what happens with pruning? You get much more growth. This is Dani Johnson. Thanks so much for listening to this video. Please share the video if it has helped you at all. There's somebody out there that's about to just throw in the towel altogether because, well, maybe somebody negative or something bad has happened. They can't give up. They've got to persist. They've got to move forward, and you will be the messenger that helps them do that. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.